when you get those reg.
All right, peace, everybody. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? It's 9:30. We're still working. We had quite an eventful day today. Been working all day. We've been working since the top of the morning. What you put in is what you get out. The input, here's one thing that I'll promise you. It will take far greater input just to get a little bit of output, right? It will take massive input just to get a little bit of output, especially when you're on the come up. When we're going up the hill, that's when it's tough. That's when it's extremely hard. That will be the heaviest push. It will take far greater input to get just a little bit of output, regardless of what numbers you're trying to hit, regardless of what goals that you are trying to hit. You have to do what you say that you set out to do. Long after the feeling has went away, we still have to stick to the script. We still have to get done what we have to get done, because as of now, I rather be chillaxing right now. But this is a part of the mission. This is a part of the plan, and we have to execute the plan. Regardless of what, win, lose, or draw, one thing that I'll be able to say when I look in the mirror is I played my part. I did my job. And there's something about when you play your part, when you do your job, when you show up every day, it's just like the universe just rewards that type of effort and input. So ask yourself, if you're not yielding the results that you want to yield or hitting the goals and targets that you want, if you even have a target, right? Many of us don't even have targets. We just want things, but don't even have a roadmap on how to get them, which makes no sense. That's an oxymoron. So ask yourself, only you would know, have you done everything that you could possibly be doing to hit the target? Because that's the kind of input that it will take just to get a little bit of output. And most of us, we fail or fall short in the first quarter. We don't even get to the third quarter or the second half of the game in comparison to sports. We don't even get to the second half because we fall short and quit in the first half. So I want to give you a roadmap based upon my expertise, which is land investing, right? We're out here looking to give a roadmap to get you started in an asset class that could potentially help you out in the future, that could potentially help you out in the financial department. Why do I use the word potential? I say potential because all I can do is offer it. Doesn't mean that you're going to accept it and implement it and execute on the information. So I use the word potential. NYC Mastermind, here's a potential chance for you to come and pick up a skill set that can live with you for the next X amount of years to come. New York City, February 28th, we will be teaching live in person. Now, here's what I know about what I teach. Here's what I personally know. Here's what I experience. Here's what's been told to me. In other communities, what we teach, the dollar amount for what we teach, there's no comparison. It's been told to me that what you teach, what you and your team are teaching and giving away, other people in other communities, they're paying top dollar. When I say top dollar, 5 figures for the information. And I've experienced it myself. I've been invited. I've sat in those rooms. I come from the school of land investing. I wasn't taught by people that look like me. I was taught by other people. Right? I was taught by other people, a room full of other people. So I know what goes on in those rooms. So when I come back, I bring it to the culture. I bring it to us. We have to take advantage of these things if what we're saying makes sense. The beauty about what I'm saying is I can take the light off me. I know it makes sense because if I remove myself, it made sense to millions of other people before the Acre Boys even existed. It has worked for millions and years for other people before there was the name Acre Boys. So that's how I know that it makes sense. I'm just trying to get us to see the power of it and introduce us into some alternative ways to assist ourselves. And I just give out real life experiences that we have experienced over the past 3 years since we've been in the teaching capacity. Over the past 9 years since we've been in this space doing land investing, I just give what I know, what I personally experienced. None of this is by theory. I just got off a training call. I'm a little tired. I have to be honest. I've been speaking all day. I've been working all day. I just got off a 2-hour training call with my community. We train every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stay on that call as long as we have to stay on there to make sure that the room gets everything fulfilled. Every question that needs to be answered, it gets answered. So we had an excellent training tonight. My investors bringing deals to the table. That's what I like to see. That's what we do this for. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than the Acre Boys. It's more so for the community. So I love when they come to the table with deals from the teachings because most of them have no experience prior to meeting us. So that means that when they're bringing deals to the table, that means that they took the information and they put it to use. This is why I stand 10 toes on the information these days, because it's not my opinion. I have enough data that supports what I'm speaking about. I have enough. Now we're 3 years in of teaching. My community has grown tremendously. We started off with one person inside of our curriculum. Now there's it's hundreds of people in there. And I've seen deals get to the finish line. I've seen successful deals from new people. So I know it works. Why am I so eager? Because I just want us to win. That's it. I just want us to win. I can't speak for what someone else offers. I only can speak for myself. I know what I give. I know what we give. We give a lot. So this is why I'm so passionate about it, because I know what I'm giving works. I'm not the guy. Then people say someone had the nerve, and it's not even the nerve. People these days, I don't really pay attention to what comments on social media mean, but I can't see them. But somebody had the nerve to say, we're money hungry. Well, you go to your 9 to 5 every day, correct? Are you money hungry? This is what I do for a living. I fired my 9 to 5 4 or 5 years ago. So this is what I do for a living. Does that make me money hungry? I don't think so. I back that up with saying there's nothing for free. You don't go to those other communities and say they're money hungry when they're pushing an offer out on you. You don't drive up to a drive-through, McDonald's drive-through, or wherever you may eat at, or the local supermarket, whether that's a health food market or not, and say they're money hungry. You don't understand business to say we're money hungry then. So what we'll be teaching on Saturday, I'll give you a breakdown. We're going to start off with what we could call entry-level investing. We're going to start off with the steps to get you started as a land investor. Now, this is not just for beginners. If you have expertise in the field of being a land investor, you are welcome as well. Hopefully, maybe I can learn something from you. I never like to say that I know it all. I'm eager. I'm quick to want to learn from someone else. But if I can learn something from you, then we can, this is why it's called a mastermind, right? Hopefully I can. But if you cannot match my knowledge base on land investing, then you probably will be learning from me that day. All right. And what I'll be giving off is entry level for entry level people, how you set your business up first and foremost, because if we don't have a foundation, then you won't have a thriving business. So we'll take it from the very inception of what you need to do, right? And very inception of being a land investor, I'll even tell you now, but I'll be teaching in person, giving you the exact steps, is you need to be credible as a land investor. What does that mean? Whether we're going direct to owner, whether we're buying 40 acres, whether we're buying from a tax auction, you need to be credible. If you are not credible, right? When you go to sell your properties on online markets, unless it is listed with a realtor, as from a tax deed perspective, more than likely you'll be selling it on your own, because a lot of realtors frown on tax bought properties. Why? Because they're conveyed with what we call a quit claim deed. A quit claim deed transfers ownership, right? And most professionals and realtors only want to work with warranty deeds. Warranty deeds are backed by title companies. So usually they frown on quit claim deeds and tax bought properties. There are a few places that they don't. We've identified them. So when you're selling on your own, you need to be credible, meaning that if you're selling on Facebook Marketplace, most people don't know you get a profile page for the marketplace that's separate from your profile page. That marketplace profile page has a date. That marketplace profile page has a rating, a 5-star rating, like Amazon. People get to interact with you on that profile page. That is step one. You need to be credible, because if someone, here, paint this picture. If you saw a piece of land, 2 acres someone was selling, and if you go to their profile page and it says that profile page was open up on February 2026, that's a brand new page. It may look a little suspicious, as opposed to if you come to our page that we've been selling on for the past 7 years and it says, look at this profile page. It's been open for 7 years. It has several sales. You can see all the properties that we've sold in the past 7 years. You can see the interactions with people. That's a little more trustworthy. They're quicker to spend time and consider buying from us. So first thing of all land investing is we need to be credible. And we'll be given the steps on how to set your situation up so you can be and position yourself to become credible. Next thing we'll be moving forward to is tax deed investing. What is tax deed investing? That's buying tax forfeited properties that have been foreclosed on for non-payment of taxes by a particular county. They offer these properties for sale to the general public. Who's the general public? Me and you. Only difference between me and you is I'm participating and you're probably not participating. This is why we're here. So you can begin to start to participate. So you can start finding discounted properties from tax sale auctions, right? Tonight on the training, I had an investor that bought a property from a county in Pennsylvania, $400. I posed the question. Now, when it comes to investing, I know us, our culture, if we pay $400, we think we should be selling it for $40,000. That may not be the way to think. So as I was on the training call tonight, he bought a property for $400 and change, maybe $440, right? That's less than $500. Great. He asked, how much could I list the property for? How much can I sell it for? I've worked in this county that he's working in. In fact, I gave him the county because I've worked in it and I've had success in the county. See, that's what you miss out on when you're not behind closed doors. You don't have to get a brain on this because I give you these places that I've had success at. I've give you these places that I have studied and researched myself because I want you to experience some of the same wins. It's not my properties, people. I don't own the auction. I don't own the properties at the auction. I just know how to participate on it. So I gave him this place. Go play here. Go look up this list. He found the property, $440 something. He bought it. Now he's the owner of it. He's received this deed. Ray, how much could I sell this for? What's your opinion? I had a particular price point because I previously worked in it and I kind of know what that area was going for. So I checked the market to see has anything changed. And what I saw was, I saw something that had sold for $1,600, right? $1,600, follow. He paid $400, $1,600. I said, that's worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is it'll sell for $1,600. Best case scenario, it'll sell for what I think it's going to sell for. And I think it's going to sell somewhere around $3,500. Now, $3,500 sounds a lot better than $1,600. But however we look at this, you're still tripling your money. Worst case scenario. So I had to say to him, because he said only $1,600. I had to frame this because we have to frame this correct. From an investing standpoint, if I can show you how to triple your money, is that not a win? Absolutely. And if you don't agree with that, then you are viewing this wrong, because this culture drives a hard bargain. You give me $10, you want 10,000 back. And that is the wrong way to think when it comes to finances and investing. It does not work that way. Has it? Can it work that way? Absolutely. But that's not every day. Those are called major wins. So what I'm looking at here is I got like deeds that all over the place that from previous tax sale investings that we've done. And I know that we're from the show me state. I've shown these on lives before. And I just want y'all to hear and see some of the things that you may be potentially missing out on. If you don't know, you don't know, right? You can't hit a target that you're unaware of. Oh, these are the $50 deeds. $50 deeds are gone. As you can see, that says we bought for $50. That's a $50 deed. That's another $50 deed. That's another $50 deed. And it's like hundreds of these deeds in here. How much is this one? Another $50 deed. See, if you knew that you could buy properties for $50, some of you will be running to the bank now. If you knew that. But you missed that boat. The $50 days, it still exists, but just not as much as it did when I was doing it. This is a $55 deed, and so on and so forth. We've bought deeds as little as $50 and all the way up, right? I'm not here to wow you on the $50. That's not what I'm here to do. If you got wowed by the $50, then you may be thinking wrong as well. So you're being cheap. But I say that and I showed that because timing is everything, right? Because 9 years ago, we were buying properties for $50. It doesn't exist anymore. Things have changed in the industry, right? The $50 buys, you could now they're realistically, you could from that particular place now, you probably snatch them up. Sometimes you could get them for $300, which is still an excellent price and things like that. But we were buying at $50 consistently, month in and month out. We were buying properties for $50. So when opportunity knocks, when opportunity is at the door, that's why I say you have to be able to open it. You have to be in position to take advantage of opportunities because things do change. Even on the trainer tonight, there's a particular place in Pennsylvania that my community that we focused on for the past year and a half. They switched up on us. We were able to buy them straight from the county. Now they have their auction going through an auction house, which is a third party that handles their auction. That changes things. And I said to my community, this is why you have to take advantage and get it while the getting is good, because things change. Technology is always changing things. When we started doing land investing, they didn't have all the tools 9 years ago that they offer now. Things are continuously changing. And I say that to say, when you hear about something that piques your interest, you should probably dive in. So I say to you, comment the word top 20. And if you know somebody, I pose this, if you know anyone else at the price that we charge that can teach you this, I would love to know who they are. Promise you, I'm in the industry. I know what's out there. I know who's who and what's what. So you have to put yourself in the right rooms. And I don't brag on myself, but now I have the experience to stand on. I have 9 years of it. And I'm proud of that. And I'll say that. I'll sit up firm. I'll stick my chest out and say that. I stand on what I teach. We do an excellent job. I didn't always speak with this same authority. But these days, we do an excellent job because we go above and beyond to make sure that we're positioning what we're giving out that is easily digestible, that is easily understood for new people. So the transference of the information is helpful and you can get going. So comment the word top 20. Get yourself in the room, get yourself in around some life-changing information. It certainly changed my life 9 years ago. I didn't see myself 9 years later being in this capacity on this live talking to you about land investing, right? So I just picked it up, never put it down. And 9 years later, here we are. It can do the same thing for you. And it'll be a long day, but it will be a great day. You will learn a lot. That's the one thing that I can promise you. You will learn a lot because I'm going to give a lot. All right. Comment top 20 to be. Once you comment top 20, check your inbox or your DM for the link. Don't let money stop you. This only comes around once a year, right? This is our first time doing New York City. If you're in the area, don't let money stop you from missing this event. Because the amount that you're going to get in to get the information is priceless. Once you know it, once you have it, it's yours. So don't let money stop you. Whatever the price is we have to pay, we pay it. Wherever we have to go, we go. That's why I said I have immense respect for people that have made themselves or become successful in business, because now I'm experiencing it myself and I understand what goes into being successful. It is not an easy thing. Those that see astronomical gains and things like that everyday people don't see, they have done something astronomical. They have done something other than what everyday people are doing. Just the cold hard truth. So what we're giving you a chance to position yourself to take advantage of something that you can take by the horns and run with it. Once I give it to you, it's on you with what you do with the information. The industry is endless. How often does a tax sale auction come around? How often do people pay taxes? How often has this been going on? Is this a new industry or is this an old industry? Have other people been gaining from this through the years? Absolutely. Why haven't we? I had somebody from another culture tell me one time in my inbox, hey, bro, y'all giving too much. You're giving too much game away for free. I've had people piece it together off of free content. Am I upset? Absolutely not. Nothing that I give away is, I'm only giving away what I do first and foremost, but nothing that I give away will have any effect on what I do, because it's more than enough to go around. There's 3,200 counties. We've been investing in one state for 8 years and haven't made it through the whole state yet. So nothing that I give you will have any bearing on my personal business. Trust me. And if you hit the right auction, it's going to be so plentiful that even if we're both participating in that auction, we both won't buy it all. Promise you. You just have to position yourself to be in the know or not. You have options. That's the beauty of life. My advice would be position yourself. All right, I'm a little tired, being totally transparent, but we have to do what we have to do. It is late. It is now 10 o'clock, but we're working, and that's all right. Respect for those that's up and that's on this live. I do see you. My man Charlie, what up, Charlie? I see you. We're on this live tonight. Comment top 20. The time is running out. We do have a few spots left. Once it's packed out, I'll make the announcements that it's packed out, because there is a cap on how many that we can hold. This is not like a virtual class to where the amount is endless. It will cap out at some point. We haven't exactly hit that point yet, but we are close. So comment the word top 20. Get yourself in the room. Don't comment and don't move forward, people. Move forward. Hold yourself accountable. Move forward. Go get yourself checked out. Claim your seat. All right, and we'll be tapping back in tomorrow morning and with more. Right back at it. Good night. Peace. Love.